bendy with the Tooele Gymnastics Academy out there, and you got to get pretty bendy to get into some of those outfits we saw you wanting to try
Dan,
on.
I'm gonna squash that right now. Just because you're bendy doesn't mean you're a good gymnastic.
Really?
Okay, that means you can do good gymnastics. You're not a good gymnast even if you're bendy.
No,
they are bendy, but just
true.
because you are bendy doesn't mean you're a good gymnast.
You're good at yoga.
For instance, well, I'm bouncy. That doesn't mean I'm a good gymnast.
See, I'm bendy and I'm not good at anything.
I don't do yoga. No, I don't do yoga. Especially that kind of yoga that you like to do, Dan. That got Salt Lake City voted #1.
I've never been to one.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I saw you. You just walked in with a hand towel.
I've driven by a couple of times.
Let's rein it in. We're hanging out at Tooele Gymnastics Academy. This is the head coach. Good morning. What's your name?
Dawn Oneska.
Dawn, this is your staff?
Yes, this is Jessica Anderson and Jody Winters.
Okay, so tell me about, Tooele Gymnastics Academy. What is it? What do you want people to think of when they hear that name?
I want them to think that we not only offer a recreational program as well as a competitive program, but our #1 focus is self-esteem and helping the children grow in self-esteem. And so they're, as they condition and as they get stronger, physically, they also get stronger mentally.
So the question that I have is that, people that are watching, they're saying, you know what, I want to come down there. I think my son or my daughter has the skills. Where do they sign up? Is it online? Do they just come here? Do they take a sample class?
They can definitely try a sample class. They can sign up online. We've got, numbers, 3-4 different numbers for them to reach any one of us online. They can come in and be tested and start that day.
All right. So now Dan, everything is different depending on what you do. Our gymnasts, they have a way where they make an entrance. So our coach here is gonna call out the name of the girls, and they're gonna come in. This is how you make an entrance if you're here at Tooele Gymnastics Academy.
Josie, Miss Sarah, and Alyssa. We've got Carly and Shelby.
That's you.
Addie and Katie and Rayanne, Izzy and Emily, Jaylee and Reagan, Lara, Chanel, and Allie.
That was amazing. That was awesome. That's how you make an entrance. Now, before we go, let's wrap up with this question, Coach. These girls, are they level 1? This is their first year? Tell me a little bit about the girls.
For most of them, this is their first year in competition. These are mostly level 4s. Level 4s, give it a yell. And I've got 2 level 5s.
Level 5s, where you at?
Where's my level 5s? Let's see it.
Level 7. Who's at level 7 right now? Level 7.
Future level 7.
You guys are at level 7. Aren't you guys at level 7?
At one time.
At one time. At one time. So you don't want to talk about that right now?
No, that was many years ago.
So what level are you at now?
Coach level.
Coach level. Coach, give a round of applause for your coaches. Yes. All right. We're going to continue to break it down. That's how you make an entrance if you're a gymnast. Say goodbye, girls. We'll be right back.
They're trying to get to a whole nother level. See you guys.
Thanks, B.
Time is now 6:21. A popular.
Bend it like Buddha.
I'm not going to do any bending. Big Buddha hopefully can do something out there to make us proud. Mostly, he just bends his chops. He does a lot of talking out there.
But you're good at it.
Yeah.
It's just like John Huntsman, Dan. Yesterday I said a lot of bad things about you, but today I think you're the one to go with. I love you.
Today you are throwing your support behind Dan.
Support me?
Today I think you're the best candidate. Yesterday, forget about what I said yesterday.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to show up, though. I'm going to show up for you to support me. Appreciate it.
Okay, look. We don't have gymnastics in Samoa, but I'm learning a little bit at a time. I'm learning that they make things easy for people like me who don't understand the sport. For example, Dan, if you're looking over here, you see 1 bar high, you see 1 bar low. What do you think they call that apparatus?
The high-low bars.
The high-low bars. That is absolutely wrong. Are you from Samoa too? I can't believe it. I didn't know you're from Samoa too. No, they call it the uneven bars because they're not even.
Well, that makes sense.
It makes it a little confusing for me because I'm looking at these bars here I would think they're called the even bars, but they're not, right, Coach? They're called
Parallel bars.
parallel bars. See, they just try to throw you off. Anybody from a third world country just got thrown off right there because I thought it was even bars, but it's parallel bars.
Well, you
all
know,
right?
I did grow up in a third world country for a little while.
Right, that's right, Dan. You look like a third
Wow,
world
messed
country
up.
kind of a person with a three-piece suit. Let's move on. Sorry, let's get to the girls. All right, so this is how they train. It is the uneven bars. Is there a certain age level or level status that you have to be before you start, or you just start them young?
Age has, we like to start as young as possible. Age has not a whole lot to do with it. It's just based on their ability level. So you could have a 6-year-old and a 10-year-old performing the same skill or learning at the same, the same time through the same techniques.
Now, as a parent, I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, I'm going to freak out if my daughter's on there. She's going to fall and get hurt. But that's everything you take. Safety is taking it into account.
Safety is #1 by far. That we use that big resi mat underneath, so if you watch when she gets to go on the bar, if she was to fall forward, which she did not do just then, but we've got that mat for her to land on. So it allows them to perform the skill feeling safe, so they've got the confidence to perform it knowing they're not going to get hurt with that mat underneath.
How long are you on this side of the mat before you segue over here? And, is it individual? Is it up to the girl?
It completely depends on the girl. It's totally individual. We've got girls that will get on the bar and within 1 month be up on the kips over here. Other girls take 3 years to learn the glide kip, which is what Emily just attempted.
Okay. So walk us through what each girl is attempting to do. Is there names for these moves?
Well, that's a back hip circle, and that's an underswing dismount. This is part of their compulsory routine. That routine, all the girls must do at their competition. The same exact routine. These girls are training up, so the skill that they're missing in the beginning is for their next year level. So this kip that Reagan is attempting is for level 5. She's only level 4.
Yeah. And Dan, I know a little bit about gymnastics from what I went in it. That move right there to get on the bar, it's called the get on board. That's called the get on board move right there. Right there. Look, see? Get on board. Look at that. See that? You just jump on it. And that's not really the name of it, is it?
No, that's a glide kip. You're talking about the pullover as the get on board.
I'm just talking about the jumping on right there. That's the get on board right there.
Yeah, we could call it a get on board. I'm sure the girls would like that better.
The girls are like, he's just messing our training up. Very nice. And then they advance from this level, they just improve and add skill to skill.
Yeah, this first level, most of them, as she's jumping to the high bar, that's her for level 5 for next year. So that's the next big step up is when they go from the low bar to the high bar. That's a big jump in more ways than one.
All right, we got, you just did a funny. You just did a funny right there. Yeah. All right, so we got more. Look at she. Oh man, that's crazy. Be careful. The dad in me is like, oh, don't let go. Be careful. All right, we're going to take you out with one more gymnast. We'll be back. We've got so much more. Ladies, say goodbye as we have a gymnast on the bars. Yeah, we'll be back.
That's harder than it looks. I'm sure. I've never tried it, but I bet you.
Pretty sure it's really hard. Thanks.
Bravo. They're level 4 and 5 and trying to get to 6 and 7.
The top level.
Yeah.
Up there.
Job, B.
B?
Maybe they're trying to get to the coach level. That's probably what we're doing. We're going to be doing the balance beam next, and you got to have a lot of balance. Oh, sorry.
Did you knock her off?
Did you just push her?
I did not knock her off.
Well,
I was standing.
Knock it off, B.
There's like a half an inch between me and the. Get back on.
Yeah, that's
This is the kind of training.
space. That's her personal space.
I was invited by the coach to see if they can hold their form with all kinds of distraction. What's your name?
Chanel,
What kind of pose are you doing?
a scale.
A scale. Okay. Is that a fish scale? Is that a weight scale? What kind of scale is that?
I have no idea.
How long can you hold that pose?
I don't know.
Anybody want to say hi to that's at home watching right now?
Hi.
Hold your form! Hold your form!
She moved her arm.
You gotta throw the whip around, Dan. You can't let
she's
these
not
little.
in the army.
No, she's not in the army, but you can't let that. See those cute face? See that smile? That'll get me every time. I cannot look at that face. Because she'll come up to me, can I miss practice today? No, hold your form. Leg up. All right, hold it.
Yeah, you cannot have any personal relationships with the kids out there.
I can't have a personal relationship with any of these girls if I'm a coach. You got to be tough. Tough love.
Can't be their friend.
Tough love. Don't move. Yeah, that's it. Get down.
That was pretty long, actually.
That's probably why I'm not a coach, Dan. That's probably why I'm not a coach.
Because you're too nice or too mean.
This is a teaser for what's coming up next. We're going to have the girls showcasing the balance beam. That's coming up in about 5-10 minutes, so don't go anywhere.
That'll be cool.
Nice job. High five on top. Woo!
Big Buddha hanging out at the Tooele Gymnastics Academy, and these girls are talented. And Buddha, I don't know, you coaching? What are you doing out there?
Big Buddha not so talented, but the girls are going to get on.
I thought you were going to be, you know, doing something like a cartwheel.
I got jacked up toe. I had foot surgery last Friday, so I really can't do anything. You know, that whole workman's comp thing, if they see you tumbling around, they're like, really? We're paying for that guy's medical bill? Really?
Oh, wait,
really?
Is that what they told you had, jacked up toe? You've got jacked up toe. We need to do surgery.
I had hammer time. Yeah, they said I had hammer time on my feet, and let's do some surgery. So now I have bloody hammer time feet. So it's, yeah. We're doing beam work now, and Coach Don is going to walk us through. Are these different levels of beams? Are the width? I mean, talk about are there just different exercises?
Just different exercises. The beams are all 4 inches. That we do make beams that are wider, but we don't have any at this time. And what the girls are working on now is pretty much all the same level. This level 4 handstands, which is their dismount for the first year competitive. Over this beam all the way to the left over here.
The one with the pad underneath.
With the pad underneath, yeah. We use that resi all the time here at this gym because it allows the girls, like I was telling you earlier, to have more confidence, to be able to attempt the skills that they're afraid of without fear of injuring themselves. So you see how she just falls right off onto the pad. So we've got one girl going backwards. When you're, on 4 inches to go backwards is quite scary.
That's how wide the bar is, 4 inches?
4 inches,
Holy
the beam
snap.
is, yes.
That's not a lot of room for error.
Not a lot at all. Most of the skills that we work on beam are worked over and over on floor first, on a line, or just even on the basic floor. We don't attempt anything up here that we cannot do proficiently on the floor. But still, once you get up to 4 inches, it makes a whole different.
How much of it, obviously, the girls need to work hours and hours of practice, but a lot of it, too, has to be the confidence to do this without the bag underneath.
Yes, and the confidence comes from repetition, like you said, over and over. These girls come 3 times a week for 3 hours. We spend close to 45 minutes an evening on balance beam alone.
Can we see like a routine? Do you have somebody who has a routine plan?
It's Chanel right there is going to demonstrate our level 4 beam routine.
Okay. And walk us through what we're looking at.
She's a first year level 4. This mount here, very difficult mount. They're supposed to swing their feet up very high behind them before pulling them in. A lot of this is just basics to the dance, but as you can tell, just even doing basic skills with a little bit of nerves, on top of that can make it.
And a camera right in your face.
And a camera right on top of you.
That's not nerve-wracking at all. No.
Not at all.
No. She's doing really well.
Yes. Yeah. They're looking for, at this level, we look for clean lines, and quick recoveries like she just made.
Okay. All right, so when we come back, we're going to let her finish her routine, but when we come back, they have a foam pit here, Dan. I have no idea why they have a foam pit, but we're going to find out. Coming up next, we're going to do some routines. We're just having a lot of fun here at Tooele Gymnastics Academy. Coming back, TGA in the house. That's how we do it.
You jump into the foam pit, don't you? Did you jump into it?
Is that what you do? Are they just for fun?
I think they're fun. Yeah, you just do some flips and jump in. 7 right now, who is going to be hanging out with the Tooele Gymnastics Academy, and I think if you were to be out there doing gymnastics, you'd need a massage afterward, probably before and during.
Maybe a couple of Tylenol and ice packs.
You're absolutely right, Dan. I don't say this enough to you. You are the Egg McMuffin of Good Day, Utah. I don't say that enough.
You are.
I need to say it more often. And that means you're the hash browns, Carrie. You would be the hash browns.
You know what? I always have the hash browns first.
They always get in first, right? And Damon would be the butter. Damon would be the butter on the hotcakes. That's what Damon would be.
And are you the
like
syrup?
I would be the plate, is basically what I would be. Yeah. That always gets discarded.
Because it's all on you.
It's all, thanks, Dad. Now, I was surprised to see this, and after, meeting the coach and the girls, this makes obvious sense to have a foam pit. Now, is this for the more difficult things, or, again, it's trying to build confidence in the girls?
This is definitely a confidence builder. It's safety, #1 safety. They're able to attempt skills that they would not normally be able to do without a spotter by themselves. So it gives them, better body awareness, feeling of being up in the air. They're able to twist in safety. So it's definitely all about safety, and they love it. They'll play in here all day if we let them.
We had some of the girls already go through, so walk us through what we're looking at, what some of the girls are practicing on.
Okay, so that's Jay Lee trying a front layout. So that's eventually going to have to go up to ground level. So we've got Reagan doing back handspring tucks. We do a lot of back tumble into the pit, so they can do that, that last skill again without being scared.
Very nice. How long do you have to work in the foam pit before you transition onto the actual floor?
And again, a lot of times it's months. But it really depends on the girl. It really does. I mean, some girls can pick it up within 1 month, do it on here a few times. We like to get them off of the tumble truck and out of the pit as soon as possible. That safety allows, though, of course. So it really just depends on them and their confidence level.
What is it that you tell the girls not to do, even though it's a foam pit?
No, even though it's a foam pit, they cannot land in on their stomach. They can't do a belly flop like they would in the water. And
so no playing around.
No playing around, no. Not that way, at least.
Right.
But with the exception of that, they can, we don't want them to land on their head, but they could land on their head in the foam pit as long as they're in a ball.
But don't do it.
Well.
Right. We recommend that you don't.
Yeah, we try not to, but you definitely never land with your stomach.
Okay, very good.
See how she's tucking on the tramp on the tumble track? Once they've tucked into the pit, then they take it onto here and do the flip on
to get comfortable. So this is the next step of the comfort level.
Stage 1, stage 2, then the floor would be stage 3.
All right, we're going to do some vaulting when we come back, or floor exercises. We're going to do something called the double spin. I don't know what that is, but I keep hearing it, and the girls are like, one of the coaches walked in, and the girl's like, oh, we're going to do the double spin. You're here. We're going to do the double spin. I don't know what it is, but it sounds exciting, and we're going to do it with them, Dan.
Okay.
All right, Egg McMuffin, back to you.
See a plate.
Into the butter now?
Yeah. I thought we should have called you
Dreamy.
hot cakes.
Thanks, David.
Awesome. Hot cakes crock. Okay, let's take a look at
Big Buddha at Tooele Gymnastics Academy, which we'll assume for now is in Tooele. There was some very talented gymnasts, B.
That's in Grantsville, actually.
Pretty close.
It's in Orem.
Yeah?
No, it's in Tooele. It's in Tooele. We got the owner of the gym. He's back there with the girls now. You don't let him in the gym very often. Is that right, Don?
We try not to. We try not to.
Because
well, the girls tend to like doing this kind of thing with him. Not quite my idea of a workout, but Ken's good with them, and he does all types of fun stuff with them.
That was a double spin, by the way. That was a double spin. All right, so walk us through some of the other stuff that we're going to be looking at here.
This is the back bend, the double back bend.
Oh!
And that's Jaylee up there. Yeah.
Gosh. You got a future with the Chinese acrobatics. I can't. Oh my! Ow! Ouch! Ouch!
This is a handstand on Ken's arm. That requires effort on both parts there.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
This one's a little bit scary.
But we do it anyway.
But we do it anyway.
I love how you say that.
The scarier, the better.
This is dangerous, but we're going to do it anyway.
This is one of those don't try this at home.
Yeah. You probably shouldn't try it here either, but that's all right. That's all right. Okay. What else you got?
This is my personal favorite.
Okay.
He's going to take Addie up on his head.
Okay.
And then she's going to hula hoop. With music, it's a lot better, but we're not prepared. And Ken will hula.
Very nice. Give him a round of applause, and the girls a round of applause. That's a nice job. And we don't do that here. That's not gymnastics. Don't do that. So Dan, if gymnastics doesn't work out for the girls, they're gonna move on and they're gonna become stars in the Chinese acrobat circus. That's what we're gonna do.
Future.
I love that. This is how we applaud in the gymnastics.
Kinda
Yeah,
like
we don't
a
use our
seal
hands.
or something.
Yeah. Can you guys all? They all do it. Look at it. They all can do it. Oh my God, that's just crazy.
That's the gymnast clap.
Stop. We're gonna come back with more. Give yourselves a round of applause, girls. Nice job. Woo-hoo!
I hope the
You do. How come you think he knows?
We just saw a guy spotting the gymnast. He had him on his head, on his shoulders, all over the place. And they looked like pretty dangerous moves, so I hope they were that guy's own children, because you don't want to break another kid's
Well,
back.
they're all bendy.
They are very bendy.
They are bendy, man, and proof. So I was just looking over here, Dan. Here's another reason why I can't do gymnastics.
What's that?
I can't fit in this underwear. This is definitely way too small for me.
Well,
I would
it's
never.
stretchy. You just have to stretch it.
Underwear.
No, well, this is stretched out. That's why if you look at gymnasts, they're small bodies. That's why. Yeah, I can't wear this underwear. That's too small. Plus the Velcro, it probably chafes and stuff. It just scratches. Anyway, that's really small.
It is. Well, it's for the mouth, actually.
Oh.
When they're too noisy.
It's a muzzle.
Yes.
Muzzle. All right, so let's walk through. We're on the floor. Now, the floor exercise is obviously very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's on the floor.
Yes. And the girls will do basic warm-ups. This is like our floor complex. So they work on the same basic elements every single day. And then we put this together into a routine that they'll then compete.
Muscle memory, repetition, right?
Yes, over and over again. If that's the handstand, each time they're doing the handstand, they're shooting to hold that handstand longer than the turn before that. So every turn is important.
How long do you hold it for before you can say, ooh, that is a good handstand?
I would say, at this level right now, we're looking for, the requirement is 2 seconds. Anything above 3 to 5 seconds is pretty impressive. We're happy with.
Okay. And how long can they hold it down at this stage?
Different variations. I've got Shelby. Shelby's going to demonstrate a handstand for you. Shelby can walk across the floor on her hands.
Prove it! Prove it!
She can prove it. She can prove it for you. Go ahead,
Shelby. Walk across the floor. Walk across the floor on your hands. Let's see. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
She gets her flow going. She can make it, yeah.
You know what? I'm going to do something that we've never done before. I don't think in gymnastic connoisseurs, they probably will frown at what we're going to do. Do me a favor, go. Hold hands and get a big circle. Hold hands. Hold hands and get a big circle. Really quick. Hold hands. Hold hands. Big circle. As big as you can make it. As big as you can make it. Hold hands. Circle. You got a complete circle. Got a complete circle. Okay, move towards the center. Move towards the center. Move towards the center. Go as big as you can. Ready? Drop your hands. We're going to do the first ever Tooele Gymnastics Academy handstand competition. The winner. We don't have a budget in this show, so the winner, we have to make something up. The winner will get a big prize.
Graph copy and
Ready?
hands.
Handstand, go.
Hands what?
Picture.
Who can hold it? Who can hold it? Who can hold it? Okay, you're out. If you fall, you're out. Oh, we got a winner. We got the one that walked across the floor. Of course. Of course.
Went down to the
Yeah. She won. You get a high five. It's a low budget show. Low budget show. All right, we're gonna wrap things up. We come back. Girls, say goodbye. We'll be right back.
You don't want to set expectations too high. We've set them very low.
Thanks,
Time is now 8:26. Another body is found following the cruise ship accident off the coast.
Hanging out at the Tooele Gymnastics Academy, and they're good. I guarantee that too.
Think so?
Yeah, the girls are great.
Well, we've already seen them.
I think they're better. I think they're better than Alex Smith and Eli Manning. Better than the 49ers.
Better than an egg muffin?
Dan just said not the 49er cheerleaders. Yeah, Dan, not the 49er cheerleaders.
I did not say that.
Don't mean to step on your turf, Betty. Sorry. Hey, look, I've been watching the girls. They're very impressive. But Don, I have a question for you. You do a lot of kind of instruction here. Do you guys instruct on gymkata?
Gymkata.
It's gymnastics / karate.
We do not here. We do not.
No, you don't have that.
Well, we occasionally do it if they're misbehaving, but not.
Oh, you do it on them.
Yeah.
Right.
Not.
You know their parents here, right? I just want. Okay. Just trying to make sure. You know, they got you on camera saying that. Right?
That's okay. They've heard words.
There's no such thing as gymkata. We're just having fun.
It's okay.
All right, so the girls are going to take us out with some things they're working on the floor. But parents that are watching this, I've been looking for something like this. TGA is exactly what I'm looking for. Hook us up with the info.
You can go to our website, www.tooelegymnastics.com, or they can call 435-849-0340. But easiest way, just look us up on the internet and just call in. We can get you in within 1 day to be tested to see what your placement would be. And
if this is what you want to do.
If this is what, yeah. I mean, most children that come in and try it love it. Even if they don't stay with it for a long period of time or don't make a career out of it, it helps them with whatever their sport they're going to go into.
Now, Dan, to answer your question, what about guys? What if guys want to do gymnastics? No, just let the girls do gymnastics. You got football, you got basketball, you got lots of other stuff you can do. Let the girls have this one, okay? Just stay away. let the girls have it. Go play badminton or something.
See, because I do have a gymnast body, so that's why I was really curious.
You do, and that's why we don't want you to be here, Dan. We don't want you to be here, all right? So if you forget any of that information, just come down to TGA, walk right in the door. They'll treat you like family. That's how we do it around here. Any last words?
We can put Dan in a beginner boys class.
And as you can see, there are no boys here, so you'd be the only one in the class, Dan.
I think it'd be better to use you as a stand-in for the parallel bars.
Hey, for Live at 11, we're going to head